Hello everybody and welcome on back to the Call of Duty Zombie storyline. When last we left off, the Ultimus crew was still at the Der Riese facility, but Tank Dempsey accidentally overloaded the teleporter, sending them through space and time to Kino der Toten in 1963. While there are a few more characters and groups and whatnot to be introduced, we'll be hopping straight into the story for this video, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get on into the Black Ops 1 Zombies story. Heading on into Kino der Toten, you would assume that with this map being one of the most popular in the game, that this map would have a whole lot of story tied to it, but that's not really the case. We do get quite a bit of backstory on Group 935 here, however, so let's get right into that. Group 935 used the cinema as a research facility, trying to brainwash zombies to become soldiers for the Nazi army. We hear about this in some radios around the map, but we also get to see firsthand the projections on the screen.
The test subjects have been undergoing treatment for 5 days with little progress. I have been assured that given time, the programming will take hold. In the past weeks, we have made great strides in breaking through to their subconscious. I have had the projectionists make edits to the film. These changes have been very effective. Subject 26 has had a breakthrough. He is responding to the treatment and following basic instructions. The violent outbursts have been greatly reduced, and given time, we feel this method of treatment will be 100% effective in most cases.
We also know at this point that Samantha Maxis is now in control of the zombies. After touching the MPD, she became corrupted by it, and started to become controlled by the ether. She gained control of the zombies and tried to use them to take out Richtofen and the crew, so that's why most of the zombies only follow us from map to map. While Kino der Toten is an incredible map to slay some zombies on, it isn't exactly where the crew had wanted to go. But when Tank Dempsey overloaded that teleporter at Der Riese, they were sent to Kino der Toten instead. So let's head on over to our team's next location and learn about their time at Ascension. But before we head on over to Ascension, let's go on over to the Pentagon and meet another iconic crew.
Gentlemen, lock and load.
The main cast of the Map 5 are not the main characters we've seen for the rest of the story. Instead, we get to play as JFK, Nixon, Castro, and McNamara. While the Map 5 doesn't directly relate to the Aether timeline, it does parallel the main story. We also get introduced to the Pentagon Thief, which at the time we didn't know who this was, but over the years we have found out that it is Yuri Zawoyski, one of the scientists working at the Ascension facility. As fun as this map is, there isn't much story to talk about here, and I know I've said that a lot about some of the maps, but this is really just the early days of the storyline. Heading into this next map is really the pivotal turning point for the story. So without further ado, let's head into the deep end with Ascension. Now before we go into Ascension, there is much to cover. I forgot to mention previously that Richtofen had touched the MPD on the moon, which had actually began to corrupt him.
Is there a power outage? Why is it so dark? I feel almost weightless. How very unexpected. Dr. Schuster? Hello? There. I can see now. Oh my God. I'm standing in a circular cave, surrounded by some kind of machinery. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. It looks almost alien in nature. There's a pyramid structure in the center of the room. I'm going to try and carefully touch it. Static electricity. It's smooth to the touch. Very cold. Not a speck of dust. Might be hollow. The chamber is quite large. I see what looks like capacitors in the ceiling of the chamber. There are no obvious connections to anything electrical. What is this place? Dr. Schuster? Is that you? Dr. Schuster? Look at this. It appears to be covered in some kind of hieroglyphic language. I've not seen anything like it before. Why are you whispering to me? There's no need for that. This is loose. Do you hear that? It sounds like
After teleporting to the moon and interacting with the MPD, he was then teleported to Shangri-La, where he was able to convince the ancient civilization to mine element 115 for him to continue his research. After his time at Shangri-La, he teleported back to Darice, where he continued his research with Group 935. All the interaction with the element 115 caused the people of Shangri-La to become corrupted and turn into zombies. All of the experiments and the teleportation with element 115 also began to corrupt Richtofen, along with him touching the MPD. He began to take notes in a diary as he learned more about element 115, and all of that helps us explain the story of Ascension. Ascension, which takes place in the Soviet Cosmodrome, was a Soviet research group led by Dr. Harvey Yena. Two of the other doctors there, Dr. Gersh and Dr. Yuri, were working on a device called the Casimir mechanism, which was to be used for teleportation. While doing his experiments, Dr. Yuri got a hold of Richtofen's diary, leading him to make many advancements on the Casimir mechanism. However, his mind became more corrupted as he went on, and he began to hear the voice of Samantha.
Convey my sincere gratitude to you for that. But on to business. I am pleased to report that all projects are running smoothly again after recent personnel changes. As I have previously mentioned, Yuri Zavoysky is a brilliant scientist, but he has so far proven incapable of handling Project Mercury, or as you call it, the Gersh device. Due to numerous delays and setbacks, I have sadly been forced to transfer Yuri to the 8K64-A experiments. I have decided that your nephew should take his place, and look forward to working with him directly. Yuri's incident with the Casimir mechanism leaves no doubt in my mind that this is the right decision. The explosion caused the mechanism significant damage. It will take time to remanufacture all of the parts, unless some of them can be salvaged. This laughter in my head, always in my head. I can't find her, I can't. Oh, I can't stop it. Keep it out. Why won't she leave me alone? Calm down, Yuri. Calm down. No, I won't. Shut up. You stop. Fine. Okay. I will.
Samantha was able to convince Yuri to get Gersh into the room and activate the Casimir mechanism, trapping him in the device.
This had better be good, Yuri. The fact that you are even in this lab again is reason enough to have you permanently removed. If you've done anything that will ruin Ned's inspection, do not worry. You will not be disappointed. In fact, I'm sure you won't forget it. But I can't take all the credit. If you will do me the honors. What the? You fat pig! Enjoy your dip! Oh no! No! What have I done?
She then teleports Yuri away to become the Pentagon Thief on 5. This is whenever our main Ultimus crew finally enter the map, with the mission of freeing Gersh and getting Richtofen's diary back. After overloading the Casimir mechanism, they are able to free Gersh and he becomes a free-roaming spirit in the Aether, and we will meet back up with him in Black Ops 3. The team, after freeing Gersh, are also able to grab Richtofen's notebook and head on out to their next location, Shangri-La. Richtofen had led the civilization there to create an item that he would need for his grand scheme, so let's head on over and investigate what it could be. Not so fast on that Shangri-La teleport though, because classic Tank Dempsey overloaded the teleporter again, sending our crew to Siberia in 2011 to experience Call of the Dead. Being sent through space and time, our team gets trapped in a closet, and they will need the help of the actors to get what they need. However, getting the golden rod for our Ultimus team won't be so easy for Sarah Michelle Gellar, Michael Rooker, Danny Trejo, and Robert Englund, as their own director, George A. Romero, is running after him. They're able to successfully grab the rod, and after a couple of cheeky remarks by the crew,
I think I found a lever. Perhaps this will turn on the light.
No! Let go! That's not a lever! Richtofen!
they teleport on out and head on over to Shangri-La. The story of Shangri-La is much like the story of Ascension, as we get to take a look at the story from the eyes of two outside explorers named Brock and Gary. Brock and Gary get trapped in a time loop in the mythical temple in 1956 after accidentally triggering an eclipse while searching for the mythical city of Agartha.
The heat and humidity is just excruciating. According to the locals, the temple should be in this mountain range just up this river. Gary, do you hear that? A waterfall. We must be close. Hand me the binoculars. There is a structure up ahead. If this is truly a gateway to Agartha, my work will finally be validated.
Brock, I don't think this place is abandoned.
Don't be silly. This place has to be thousands of years old. I have found some unfinished carvings around the structures I can't make out. They do not look like... Wait, what is this?
What the hell was that? Why is the sky dark?
It's an eclipse. We must have...
Run! What are those things?
Zombies. We have to find another way.
Zombies? What are you talking about?
The writings must have been right. No! Don't touch that! Damn! Take a look around and try to find a way out.
I got nothing.
We will have to conserve our supplies. Take your shoes off and hand me your socks. I've been trapped in the temple structure for days. Gary is dead, and I don't see a way out of here. I can still hear the zombies outside. I fear this is my last recording, as the battery is about to die, and I will soon follow. One thing I can be certain of is that
Richtofen, after accidentally coming here the first time and interacting with the natives, was able to instruct him on building the focusing stone. Using different radios from around the map, our team are able to make out where Brock and Gary are along the location, and are able to help them through the different obstacles inside the temple. After doing so, Brock and Gary unfortunately meet their untimely end. But our crew does acquire the focusing stone, the exact thing that they came here for. So, with the focusing stone and the golden rod in hand, and Richtofen's diary with all of the plans, where would a man go from here? The moon. Man's final frontier. The moon is the last location that our Ultimus crew will visit in the Black Ops 1 story. Set in the year 2025, our crew first teleports to Area 51, where they must fight off the horde of the undead, and teleport up to Griffin Station. At Griffin Station, we finally get our first look at the MPD, or the Moon Pyramid device, where Samantha resides. Richtofen, wanting to seize his chance, finally uses the golden rod and the focusing stone to enact his plan, and swaps bodies with Samantha, gaining control of the ether and the zombies. This was Richtofen's grand plan, his grand scheme all along, to have total control of the zombies and the world at his fingertips. But our 3 other members of the Ultimus crew will not just sit there and watch on the sidelines. No, they have their own plan. After working with Samantha, who's now in Richtofen's body, they are able to set up 3 nuclear missiles launching directly at Earth. If they can't stop Richtofen now, the only chance they have left is to take away the thing that he wants to control. The Earth is devastated. There is no more Earth, no more civilization. The fractured Earth is what this Earth will be called, and it begins its arc in Black Ops 2. This is a major shift. There's no more safe spots on Earth. The Earth is in turmoil, and the universe is now governed by Edward Richtofen. And here is where we will end our video about the Black Ops 1 zombie storyline. This video was so much fun to create, and I'm so happy that you guys loved my last one about the World at War storyline. It makes me so excited to continue working on these zombies videos. Thank you all so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, as I'm going to be working on that Black Ops 2 Zombies video as soon as I'm able to. See ya!